fun don't stop, my friends, and it won't all afternoon long. Got a lot of great people stopping by, and I'm with Chris Corner, correct?
Yes, that's
Chris
true.
Corner. All right, and Chris Corner is with IAMX. Is it?
IAMX.
IAMX is what it is. Because
Yes.
that was always confusing with they were writing it down and they didn't know. IAMX. IAMX.
Simple.
And the point of reference is formerly with Sneaker Pimps.
Yeah.
I know you didn't want to talk about Sneaker Pimps project stuff, but just a frame of reference. No, I just want a frame of reference so people know, like Chris Corner, they might not know the name, but Sneaker Pimps. Okay, we know where you're coming from. But welcome down for South by, and I know you said you've done this shuffle a few times before, but
yes,
it's getting quite hectic nowadays, isn't it?
It is. It seems like a mess, chaos, and strange nonsense, but
It
kind
is.
of exhilarating in a way.
It's mass chaos, and then you add a lot of beer and booze.
Yes.
And then you have what we have here, this melee that we call South by Southwest. It's almost, I've never been to a Sundance festival, but it kind of almost seems like this would be what Sundance is like.
Yeah, but the strange thing about this is that everything is switched off at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah.
And I kind of, I'm not used to that.
That's that whole Texas mafia thing. We have a mafia here in Texas. It's called the TABC.
Right.
Yeah. It's run by the government. Yeah. I might be going to jail tonight.
Controversial.
Yeah, I might be getting shot somewhere. Hey, is that Toby in the bar? Let's shoot him. Go ahead and shoot him. So we'll see how that pans out for me. But no, it's 2 o'clock. It's probably for the best though, because if you gave me alcohol all evening and all night and then into the wee morning hours, things could get really ugly.
That's true.
They're probably doing the right thing. So let's talk about your new project. What's the direction, what the concept, and who else is involved?
I'm a control freak, so it's only me. The whole thing is produced and recorded by me. It's electronic rock, I guess you could say, something like this.
Nothing wrong with that.
And yeah, it's kind of simple, personal, lyrical, and quite sexy.
And when you perform this, is it just you and a guitar and a mic and
No, it's a full band.
Okay.
I live in Berlin at the moment, and I've kind of collected interesting people from there, and we are now traveling the world.
So I've always been curious because I know a lot of singer, songwriter, or just musicians who do their own projects when they go out and they do tour.
Yeah.
They want to bring in a band, and they usually have their pick of the litter. How do you choose? What do you decide that you want?
Well, I kind of start off with the concept it has to be characters and slightly unhinged freaks on stage.
So you actually seek that out?
Yeah, I don't really like session musicians, no offense if there's anyone around, but I generally think there's a lack of character in that, and you have to become a real unit. So it's important that I become friends with the people, and we're very close.
Does it? But does that kind of add to the volatility?
It does, and maybe that makes it a bit more transient, but at the moment I just have to ride that wave.
But I think that would make it for so much of a better live show. I mean, and so much better music, and even if like the people that you're touring with, maybe they're not writing with you, but still they're going to influence in how you write and, and what you do with your shows. So
it's really energetic. I think it's much more. We really inspire each other.
And with this new project, are you touring a lot, or are you just kind of starting things off now?
A lot of things in Europe. Things are going quite well there. This is our first time in the US as this project, and we've got a little tour going here.
Okay, so you're actually going to do a circuit then in the States?
Yeah, it's all independent. It's all kind of unsigned and off our own backs, and yeah, it's good.
So being an independent artist now, since you were on a label at one time and being an independent, vast difference on how things get done, correct?
Yes. The one beauty of that is you have complete creative freedom, and that's really important to me.
So there's definite advantages of not being on a label, but what are some of the disadvantages that you've noticed?
Money.
Money's tough to come by.
Yeah, it is. But I think if you work really hard and you have a good concept and you find the right people, you can project yourself into a state of self-sufficiency.
Yeah.
And that kind of seems to work at the moment.
I don't think people realize they say, oh, you started a band, well, you go on tour. Yeah. Well, yeah, in concept that's perfect, but it costs money to go on tour. The gas costs money to book the shows, and you have to talk to the venues and to work it all out. It's very expensive for a musician to hammer out, and 9 times out of 10, it's hard for a musician to have a day job and be a musician.
Yes.
But do you have a day job at home?
I'm very lucky.
Okay.
I managed to kind of pull a bit of cash together with Sneaker Pimps, and that helped me with this project. So.
Well, let's play a track real quick so people can get an idea of what we're talking about, and then we'll come back and talk about where we can catch you guys at.
Okay.
So which track did we decide that we were going to play?
I have no idea. I think it's called Spit It Out.
Spit It Out? All right, here it is. IAMX.
Thank you.
101X. Is there a place that people can look you up on the web so they can find some stuff out?
Yes, this IAMX.co.uk, and we have a MySpace.
Of course. You got if you don't have a MySpace,
If you
you don't
don't,
truly
I know.
exist. I
No,
think
it's a strange
those are the
concept,
official
but
rules.
It is there, yes.
Well, Chris, thank you for stopping by this afternoon.
It's a pleasure.